going to just say, I just wanted to say what we talked of this morning real quick about the little experience I had at the door of the house. I had just said goodbye to the other members of the household and was standing at the door about to go in. I was thinking about this aspect of being under the control and tapped and so forth. And I got a very clear impression, we'll say, of a voice or a clear coming through or being heard, although it wasn't auditory. I didn't hear any words. That was what I called with Val. I told him, I said, I called it the three-headed gal or the three-headed god, more of a feminine, which I think is something that's very strong here. And in any case, I felt it and heard it or whatever real clear. And I was looking at this like it's all around here. It's very, very clear and it's really not good, you know. But also that my impression was I'm looking at this from the outside of the house, so I'm sensing it exteriorly. And I think that was a good point of view about it. But I'm aware of it, and it is, you know, that invasive in every aspect, you know, here, we are all being invaded by it, and it has a lot to do with what Duane, you earlier called the influence, etc. So that's pretty much it.
Yeah, it's like what's dominant these days seems like the influence. You have the three-headed god, or what you saw, well, three-headed, the good, the bad, and the influence. And the influence was predominant in your experience. So that's today, too, showing us how we're being dominated by that factor. It's not really, you know, the good or bad, but it's the influence that we're getting from the controllers and all the things that they're doing, the authorities trying to herd us into a certain position.
Yeah, I wanted to just reiterate too, Val, what we said about what I mentioned about the television, that what's going on here in the States, at least, is that when the TV is, the satellite TV is on, and then the program is paused or stopped, all of a sudden, or about a half a minute into that pause, the TV starts presenting commercials, and they present a number of repetitive commercials over and over again, same ones, in particular the one about the 5G and the AT&T, using an attractive girl, and there's Gecko, and there's just a small number of them. And they keep, you know, so they're constantly promoting their agenda and their advertising, and it's just incredible how often and how incessant it is, constant. Sorry, I didn't get the word for it, but I think you all know what I mean. So that's the presentation on that side, how they're this is the influence very much in action. And they like to use the feminine and the addictions and attachments related, not just to that, but to, I mean, of course, the sexual is used, but the relations of family. And they also do, one of the ads that comes up all the time says believe. It's that believe thing. And they're always out, yeah, that's our solution. All we have to do is believe. And it's, wow, I don't even want to say it anymore because I'm repeating it. So that's it. Thanks, Val.
Yeah, these days the movies are like commercials, whereas before in the early days, like the 50s, 60s, you know, they usually had a story. which were subliminals too in their own way. But nowadays, it's like the whole thing is there's no really story. It's just like a commercial. It's just like an influence, huge influence about huge subliminal and mindset that they're presenting. There really isn't a story behind it, except for the fact that it's what they want you to focus on. So they've become very focused on that, and on having people put their attention on certain things here with the movies and the media.
One-dimensional.
Sure.
Hello, this is Ramon again.
Hi, Ramon.
Yes, I just wanted to say that since I've been watching TV so many years, I already get an impression of what they're going to say or do or whatever, so I don't watch it. But a lot of times when I'm watching it, I change it to a different channel because my intuition tells me there's something there, even though I don't see it, I don't feel comfortable, so I change it. And I keep changing and changing and changing it. And then what's been happening lately is the same commercial is on in another channel. And I'm like, well, how did that happen? And then another time I'll change the channel really fast because something about the commercial bugs me. And it'll be the same channel they're saying the same word, when I change the channel, it'll be saying the same word that was in the other channel, just where it started and began. I'm like, that's not a coincidence. Something's going on here. So I just unplugged the TV.
Sounds like a conspiracy to me.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. I go, how did that happen? Okay, that's it. So yeah, I understand what that other person was saying.
This planet Earth needs a lot of help from all of us right now. Dean Val of NUUU, Nations United, UNUversal, UNUversity, is contacting people around this world every day to share the importance of the all-natural environment supporting all of us. Dean Val and Duane Lee Heppner.org 501c3 have created CAN, Community Action Network, to help all communities become aware of how to be self-sufficient with permaculture and food and rainforests. We are always looking for real people to step up who want to learn what life on this earth is all about. We will be leasing large portions of land to create something wonderful for all communities everywhere. Contact Val Vittles on Skype and Facebook, and through the phone number and the website DuaneTheGreatWriter.net provided in the links, to get involved with what we all can do now. The NUUU, Nations United UNUversal UNUversity, is dedicated to supporting and providing a real purpose and real awareness with the all-natural environment supporting all of us. First comes this earth, with food and rainforests, and to protect what is still here. For those who have the awareness to see what is actually taking place here with all the natural devastation, which is also purposely planned by WorldKontrollers, you now have a real opportunity to step up and do something with those who also care about your planet Earth. Duane Lee Heppner has created the NUUU, Nations United UNUversal UNUversity, which completely entails the all-natural environment everywhere, and a real education that has real value, and that far surpasses any commonly created indoctrinating educational system that does not focus on what sustains all of us naturally. Real survival makes sense with everything here that is self-sustaining.